Before we start this podcast, I want to go ahead and let you guys know that we have our podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We also want to thank Jess for creating all of our designs for our channel. Welcome back to the Boolin podcast, where we talk about random shit that you might like. I'm your host, Andy. We got Dylan on the right, we got Michael on the bottom left, and then we got Chris at the bottom right. Say what's up, guys.
What's
Oh,
up? What's up?
Hello.
What's going on? We got some exciting news. We finally got our podcast on Spotify and Apple. I'm super excited about that. Um, I know we did a couple things this weekend. We actually we hung out and we went to the movies. So
Which is
before
crazy.
we get into that, we want to give you guys a
Spoiler
disclaimer
warning.
that spoiler warnings. We're gonna be talking about Fast and Nine. So if you haven't seen it, skip ahead.
Hey guys, this is Dylan in Post. I just want to let you guys know if you do not want to hear spoilers for Fast 9, please skip ahead to 12:41. If you're on YouTube, I will leave a link in the description with the timestamp. Otherwise, just skip to 12:41. Thank you.
So yeah, man, what did you guys think about the movie, man? What did you guys really think about it all?
Family, dude.
Uh,
Family.
I feel like before we start, we could tell about the synopsis of basically the story so far because it was confusing for me. It's basically Dom Toretto and his family, basically are living off grid and basically are what's it called? They're living off grid. They don't know what the hell they're doing. This is the guy from the last Fast and the Furious from A, basically Mr. Nobody, gets captured or something like that. The whole entire team
Mhm.
is trying to get back together to do this mission to see what the hell is going on with Mr. Nobody, and that's where the whole entire movie just starts going into sequence. That's I just want to give a little bit of synopsis for you guys to understand a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't know how
bro.
you could remember that. Yeah, me neither. I
To
didn't
be
understand
Honestly,
honest,
a
bro,
second of it, bro. Like,
I
uh,
I
uh,
bro,
remember Space and Family.
I just remember, yo, all I remember is the like the guy, Dom Toretto picks up the shotgun, tells his kid, "Yo, hide right here in the shed." I remember that, and I remember the car coming in, and then all I remember is just Mr. Nobody, basically airplane explodes, boom, and that's where the whole entire sequence comes in.
Honestly, the movie was just dumb, freaking like is dumb entertainment, really. Like honestly, I couldn't understand what the fuck was happening in the movie. And at some point, I just like turned off my brain and just was like, "Yeah, family cut, my family cut,"
Yeah.
and 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 then just
Family
went
Guy.
with whatever the fuck happened, real shit. Like, I didn't.
Mm,
That's
Yeah.
all I have to say yeah, same
mm.
here.
Yeah.
Here. Same here. Like the plot was like so confusing. Like honestly, they were just going from place to place, and I never understood why they went to this place, what they were even doing in this place. I never understood why they were in space. I never understood why they were
Yeah.
in fucking London or whatever. I didn't understand any of it. It was just like what I would call a skinhead freaking action movie, bro. Like where you just kind of turn your brain off and then you just see them fight each other and you're like, oh man, that's pretty sick. And like honestly,
No,
I really liked the stunts though. The stunts were actually like really good.
mm-hmm.
However, the thing I was most disappointed with were the cars. They only had, in my opinion, like one good car, like maybe two. And that was the Toyota 86, which is the worst version of the Super BRZ because just it is. And then
Fact.
the the
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
was the I think I'm not like sure this was the car, but it looked like a Porsche GT3 RS, which is a very sick car. And if that's the case, that's a really good car. The other cars were garbage. They had an Acura NSX, which I don't personally like. I know
Yeah,
you guys like that one. I
it's
liked an NSX.
a nice
Yeah,
car.
and I like
It's
the
not.
Super
It's like
it's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's just a hybrid, which is why I don't like it. Um, but so
Mm.
that
what
one's like an
about
okay one. Go ahead.
what about it was that I'm not sure, like you said, I'm not sure. Was it that Ferrari where the old lady was driving with Dom?
It
Was
might
that a
have been a
Ferrari or
Ferrari.
something?
That's the one I
Because
thought was the
that's
GT3
yeah,
RS. It looks like a
yeah.
GT3 RS, but it could also be a Ferrari.
Oh,
But
that's true.
I'm not sure exactly what it was.
I
I'm
think it was a Ferrari.
80%. I'm like 80% it was a GT3 RS, but I could be wrong.
but
I feel like it was something else.
yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, that one was a cool car. But other than that, they just had uh obviously Dom's car, which is in like literally every single movie.
Yeah,
That's true.
And then
the
they had a
skyline at
bunch of
the end.
other forgettable
This-
ones. Skyline. Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
skyline.
the skyline all the way at the
Yeah.
end.
That one's cool. That one's cool. That one's okay.
I,
But yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do for the next couple of movies, bro. Like they're gonna go to Mars.
How do
They're
they
gonna be
top
on the
that?
moon.
How do
To
they
be
top that?
honest, how many more WWE superstars are they gonna bring? Are they gonna bring the Undertaker
Right?
like out of the fucking grave? Like
Right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I
one
feel.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, one thing I noticed is like they have a problem and literally 30 seconds later it's already solved. Like there's no build up to it, nothing like that. Like in the other movies, like when you build up that thing, like you said, it's just an action head movie, just right there. Turn off your brain, action, action, action all the time. There was no
Yeah.
there's a problem, they'll literally present a problem. Hey, this is going on, da da da. Next scene. Oh, we solved it. He's right here, guys. We did it. Like
Yeah,
that's the
with
thing
the
that turned
Yeah.
me on.
the
Go for
scene
it.
with freaking Cardi B where he got arrested and then she was just there to save his ass.
Yeah.
Like,
Like plot armor. Yeah.
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 It's at this
by
point
the
it's turning
way-
into a money grab.
The car was a Noble. The purple car that the old lady drove
hmm
Yeah.
was a
Yeah.
Noble M600. That's what it was
I
called.
have no idea what that
Oh,
is,
no
but it
idea
looked like
what
a
it-
cool car. So props.
It's badass.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Nah.
There's a question that since I've watched a trailer for F9, there's a question I always like wonder. How the fuck did Han survive? Like the way they explain it in
No,
the
they
story.
explained it.
No,
they
the
faked
way
his
they
death.
yeah.
Oh, okay,
But the
yeah.
way they explain it seems so much bullshit when you watch Tokyo Drift. You watch Tokyo Drift, there's no way that you go from like, hey, your friend from like the little Yakuza thing are fighting, and you're gonna race him middle of the street to run away from him, and then get in a car accident, boom, and your car explodes. How the fuck do you get away from it? They don't show the car like how he gets out of the car explosion. They show like it was like a kind of like a little hologram thing. In my eyes, it looked like a little hologram thing, and he's just there with Mr. Nobody looking at each other like, yeah, we escaped. I'm alive.
Hey, that's what makes Mr. Nobody good at his job, bro.
So
That's all it is. He's just good at his job.
the way I think of it is like Dragon Ball Z, where they literally just bring back like people to life, like just no,
They
like
had the Dragon
yeah,
Balls.
yeah, like you just know they're gonna get brought back to life. Like that's how I understand it.
Yeah, that's
No.
true. There's
That's
also
right.
one thing about the whole entire plot. You know how, like in the beginning, they're like the plane crashed and they're looking for Mr. Nobody. They literally stopped searching him after that. Like, you know how the ending scene where they go like have a little freaking family thing with Corona and drinking and all that shit. They never like, oh hey, what happened to Mr. Nobody? Where did he go? Like,
He'll be all right.
He'll be
Yeah,
alright.
Fine.
he'll be all right.
It's fine.
Yeah.
he'll pop out of nowhere, be like, hey guys, I'm here with more Corona. Like, come on,
Exactly.
guys. It's
Exactly, bro.
crazy. Like
What's
the plot
that?
hustle.
What's that guy? Rome or the the bald guy?
I think there's
Okay.
quite a few bald guys in there, bro.
Which
Yeah, good point. The black guy. I forgot. He's usually he's
Oh,
so
I
funny.
think Roman. I think
Roman.
that's his name.
Roman.
Roman. I feel like he wasn't as funny as like the ones before. I feel like a lot of the jokes were forced.
Yeah, I felt the exact same way. I didn't laugh at like any of his jokes, honestly. The only thing I laughed at was when like they were like kind of
Making
being
fun of
meta.
him?
Yeah, that too. But like they were like kind of being meta and be like, "Whoa, we're invincible." Like, that was like kind of like I think I chuckled at that, and then I chuckled. The only other time I chuckled was when well, I actually like laughed really hard, but it was when Michael freaking when they were in space and they're like, bro, we might not be invincible, but then Michael yells out, but we are family. Like, I laughed so hard when he said that, bro.
Dude,
Like, that was the
That's
only other part.
funny.
That was the
Yeah.
only other part I like actually laughed, and it wasn't because of the movie. It was just because of Michael. Like, oh
that
my
movie
gosh,
is
man.
so funny.
family
I feel like we
content.
make the joke like us making the jokes was just so much better than the actual movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Everything was just
It
family.
was- yeah, it was
Yeah.
disappointing.
Family car.
It's
Oh,
crazy
man.
how that all that whole entire series of center between family, but in the in the previous Fast and Furious, they never mentioned his Toretto's freaking brother Jacob. They never mention
True.
his ass.
I forgot his ass.
They don't reference his ass. The only reference they have is
True.
like freaking Toretto's beating someone half to death, but they don't mention why that happened until this movie where they
Yeah.
explain that he beat his half to death because his father died and the guy was basically offending his father's death. And
I guess that's a good way. I think they did that to line up things for like later movies. They run out of ideas or something.
yeah.
They already
They
have.
pull, they,
For the
they
moon,
pull
bro.
shit. They pull a lot of
Fast
shit.
10, here we come.
Bro,
For the
Oh
moon.
that's like the other thing I was gonna say. Like the whole point I feel like of going to the moon was like because they can't really top anything they've done before. So
Well,
like
they went to space, not the moon.
they did they
Yeah.
go to well yeah.
All the,
But
yeah.
like
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like the whole reason they went to space was like because they couldn't really top what they have done before. Like they've gone to Dubai, they've done like all this other shit. But
Yeah.
so like I felt like they had to go to the moon to like top things. Where the
Space.
fuck are they gonna go? Or space, sorry. Where the fuck are they gonna go?
The
Like,
moon.
The moon. That's the
Are
next
they gonna
one.
race on
The
the
next
moon?
one is the moon.
Yeah,
Yes, because
they got a racetrack.
if you remember, there's this one shot where or one scene like one shot where they showed the moon. Remember where I like pointed at it? I was like the moon, bro.
The moon.
And
Family.
they showed it there like during the day for like a good couple of seconds. Like it wasn't like panning and then cut. Like they showed the moon for like a good couple of seconds, bro. So my guess next one they're going to the fucking moon, bro.
What are they gonna do at the moon? Make a freaking whole entire
Bro,
racetrack?
they're gonna bring a skyline up there.
Yo.
They
I don't know
They
with
gotta.
boosters. Oh,
They
oh,
gotta. They
man.
gotta race for Earth, bro. They gotta race on the
Oh
moon
my
for Earth.
God.
That's where
next
Mr.
one.
Nobody is, bro. He's at the moon, bro.
Imagine that's the plot. You see the next trailer for Fast and Furious 10, and you just see the plot, Mr. Nobody in the moon, and then you just see Dom Toretto for family cut.
I've
We
been
gotta
here.
go all the way to the moon cut. We gotta bring all the skyline and all the cars, racetrack for Earth to get back Mr. freaking
Racetrack for
Nobody.
Earth.
Bro, if they do that,
He's gonna take the Challenger, the Charger, or whatever, which one it is, and he's gonna be in space, and he's gonna be like, yeah, bro, and you're gonna press the freaking nitrous, and he's just gonna.
Not.
I'm calling it right now,
Oh.
though. I'm calling that.
Oh
That's
no,
why-
it has to.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I want to get your thoughts on something. It's about Disney changing Boba Fett's ship name. What do you guys think about that? I know, Chris, you know a little bit about it. What do you
Okay.
think about that?
So what happened was the Lego Star Wars set for Boba Fett's ship, which is called the Slave One, was changed on the Lego Star Wars set to be just Boba Fett's ship. So they're no longer they no longer have the name Slave One, and because of reasons of obvious
Yeah.
nature, like
Yeah.
but and the thing is that the CEO or whatever of freaking Lego Star Wars or Lego, I guess, mentioned that he specifically said everybody is dropping the name at Disney. So it's not only them. They were just like the first ones
Oh.
to actually like publicly like do that, like because they had to change the actual set name.
Yeah.
So like when the new show for Boba Fett comes out, they're probably not going to be using that name, the Slave One, for his ship, and they could like just not mention it. They could change it or whatever. And I'm just gonna say
Slave 2.
that is really dumb
Yeah.
because they're changing lore for for something that isn't really the purpose
Mm-hmm.
of what they think it is. Because I'm gonna say something really based right now, and I'm just gonna say it. Black people weren't the only slaves to ever exist. Okay?
Yeah.
And that I'm guessing that that's really the reason why they're doing this. And just like Africans were slaves brought to freaking the
United
states.
States. Yeah.
There were slaves in Rome and in the Middle East, everywhere.
Greens, yeah.
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 And the slave name, it really fits him being, a bounty hunter, being somebody that probably catches bunches of runaway slaves or something like that.
Mhm.
And I think that changing that name is just something that's really dumb and unnecessary and you know?
Yeah.
People are very sensitive in this world, and they're eliminating anything that is bad. They consider bad, anything that's racial or like white supremacy, anything like that. They're trying to change that so bad because they're so sensitive. And I don't. I disagree with the change of names because it's for the stupidest reasons ever. Nothing
Yeah.
against for people that have strong opinions on that, but it's just makes no sense.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, changing lore for that, like when that wasn't the purpose of the name, like yeah, that to me is kind of like dumb too. Yeah. Like I completely agree. I mean, like yeah, it's like kind of well, no, it's not. I was gonna say like it's kind of a small thing, but it isn't because they're actually changing lore. So like yeah, that's not.
They're changing his character,
They're
like
changing the
everything that he does.
no,
Well, I
just the
mean,
ship.
so they're changing his ship name and therefore changing like his lore
Yeah.
for a reason that isn't is unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like saying oh, let's change Luke's green lightsaber to freaking I don't know, fucking yellow like the other
Yeah.
lightsabers just because green is now bad, it's not on the rainbow or whatever,
Yeah.
like some
It's
stupid ass
Yeah.
Yeah.
reason.
it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
It's unnecessary virtue signaling. Like yeah.
That's not
Like it's
Yeah.
unnecessary
just
change.
yeah.
It's like
Like
what's
it's
it called? Go for
yeah.
it. Go for it. You go for it.
No, you go.
Because I was just gonna say it's unnecessary, like you guys been saying about it, because it's all about the lore. If you see Star Wars and why Boba Fett is in the story, he has a whole entire lore of why his thing is called Slave One, what he does, and all that. Just because you're gonna change the whole entire lore because it has the name Slave, when you don't even know what was the meaning behind that, it's just like, why? Just why?
And I like how you said
True.
that because a lot of people who are trying to get rid of it probably don't even know or haven't seen any of it. They
Yeah.
just see the word and it's just like, no, that has to be removed now.
Yeah, they probably
Yeah.
don't care about like Star Wars or the lore of Star Wars. Like they just yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
I would say most fans know the name of the ship.
yeah.
There are those super fans that know why the ship is named that, probably by reading the expanded universe or whatever, like that
Gotcha.
stuff. I'm just gonna say I don't have time for that. There's so much crap. There's a lot of people that are like that. But to the average viewer, like the person who likes the sequels, like those kind of people, they probably see that name and then they're like, "What the heck is that? We need to freaking get rid of that." Like
Mhm.
I I can't even.
Talking about the
Yeah. No.
sequels.
Yeah.
All right, talking about the sequels. I recently watched the last installment of Star
I'm doing.
Wars, of the
I know.
sequel, Rise of the Skywalkers, and I'm hella disappointed. I'm hella disappointed. Not gonna lie, I'm hella disappointed. I remember like Chris told me the other day he would rather watch F9 all day on loop than watch Rise of Skywalker ever again, and
Yep.
Yep.
I will totally agree with him. It's just it was everywhere. Didn't make sense. What the hell was going on half the
Mhm.
time? I was just pissed, and I was telling Chris how pissed I was because I love Star Wars. I grew up watching Star Wars, and I'm not that mega fan who goes to read about the lore and stuff like that. I love the universe of Star Wars, and they just like went in there and fucked that shit up.
You know why the story was like that, right?
No,
Cuz
I don't.
cuz they were trying to retcon everything from
From
what was
episode
it?
7 or
Yeah.
episode 8,
Yeah, episode 8. And
The
then
Last
they were
Jedi.
also yeah, Last Jedi. They were also trying to like add on to the story as well. So it just made it a whole like jumble of nonsense and just like neck
Mhm.
break pacing and just like yeah, and like not to mention you don't really care about any of the characters already, so yeah.
That
So
was
another reason that it was so bad is, I don't know if y'all know this, but when they signed, who was it, J.J. Abrams, to make episode 7,
yeah.
right?
Mhm.
He wrote it, and he made it so that whoever they made it so that J.J. Abrams was gonna write episode 7, and then episode 8 was gonna be up to whoever they felt like. They didn't make J.J. Abrams write the whole trilogy
Yeah.
from 7, 8, 9. So he kind of wrote 7, setting things up. He's like, okay, these are going to be these
Mm.
guys. We don't know enough about them. Blah blah
Mm-hmm.
blah. We don't know about the Knights of Ren or whatever. Blah blah blah. Who the heck is Snoke? Blah blah blah. All that stuff. And then
Yeah.
episode 7 came around, and Ryan Johnson, who was the director and I'm guessing writer or whatever the heck, came and said, nah, 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 fuck all that shit.
Yep.
I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want.
Yep.
I'm gonna make her fucking not important to the story. She's a random ass bitch with freaking superpowers that she can just destroy anyone. She's Anakin 2.0, but without interference of anybody. So she just randomly spawned freaking Anakin 2.0, and then everybody hated it. And when J.J. Abrams came around back, he came back for episode 9. He's like, "Oh shit! Now I gotta fix everything that this dude
Yeah.
freaking wrecked." And that's why that movie is so
Yeah.
freaking just all over the place and terrible.
Damn.
Yeah. Exactly.
Damn.
And
Why don't they just have one person directing all of them?
because they were dumb and
yeah.
just didn't think about it.
Bro,
Yeah.
the direction, it was like, I felt like with the sequel, I thought like, man, we have better technology now. They can make better cinematics. They have better fight choreography. I don't say that word.
Effects?
Choreography.
Yeah,
Practical.
yeah, choreography. There you go. I cannot say that
Choreography.
word for my life. Yeah, I can never say that word for my life. They have better everything. Why the hell did this bomb? And not hearing all of that, it makes sense. It makes sense because they couldn't make a decision. They couldn't make a decision where if this person's gonna direct, if I say fuck to the other guy who wrote the script, fuck that, I'm gonna go my way, and the other guy's like, oh fuck, I gotta fix this one time fuck up, and just, now I see why it sucks, and
Yep.
it's so
Yeah.
so devastating, so disappointing to just hear all of that.
Yeah. Me,
You know what?
I saw once a post on YouTube, and it was like, if Ryan Johnson ever directed another Star Wars, whatever, like a show or whatever, and the poll was like, would you watch it or no? And me, without even thinking, I instantly pressed no, because whatever that guy makes about Star Wars, I do not give a crap about
Nope.
whatever he has to say.
True.
I don't. And most people hit no. Like it was like an 80 to 20, something like that. And also, I mean, just imagine, like in episode 9, imagine dying because you kissed a girl and you gave her like your life force. You literally nutted so hard from kissing her, you died. You
Yo,
turn into a Force Ghost. Like,
when
Some
what the
I
like
heck is
Romeo and
that?
Juliet stuff right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
bro,
Sort of.
when I
Bruh.
saw that shit, I was like, why?
It's,
This is dumb,
it's amazing writing.
bro.
So you know what's super dumb?
What?
You guys want to hear what's super dumb?
What is super dumb?
So the Suns made it to the playoffs. I mean to the finals.
I'll
But that's
go
not the
to
part that's super dumb.
you know.
Chris Paul. He's vaccinated, but he's out for the first 2 or 3 games because he got COVID.
What?
Do you know
What?
Oh my.
do you know when he got vaccinated though? Like was it right
I
before?
don't. I'm not sure, but it said that he was vaccinated. I don't know.
Because like if it was like right after, that kind of makes sense. Because like in all vaccines, there's like a little bit of the whatever the virus is
Oh, yeah.
inside of it, and it can make
Mhm.
you sick. Um, so
Yeah.
so
I'm
yeah,
pretty
that
sure it was before. I think I'm not sure.
That's
But yeah, that
it's still
man's
funny
out.
though, but yeah.
No, it is. So even about like, congrats to the Suns for making it. Chris Paul went off for 41 points. Game 6 against the Clippers, eliminated the Clippers.
Yeah.
Uh, 16 years in the season, or his 16 career, his years in career. Can't even
NBA.
talk. His career, he finally made it to the playoffs. I think he's the oldest All Star to finally get into the finals. Is that correct?
Uh, I don't think that's correct because players used to be a lot older. They used to be like in their 40s, like in
No,
like
no.
the
For because I think 2003 is the oldest class. So like
wait, what are you trying to
LeBron,
say?
Carmelo Anthony. So
I'm not sure.
out of all of them, because I think the oldest player was Vince Carter. He retired. But I'm talking about the oldest player now in the league.
In the league.
I think Chris Paul finally. Yeah, I think Chris Paul finally got into the finals, which he
That
has a chance to win.
might be true, but LeBron might be tied with him because I think Chris Paul
No,
is
but he already
36,
been to
right?
the finals. No, what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say is he's already been to the finals. I'm saying he's the last one to out of that
Finally,
class to actually get who's an all star to make it to the finals.
like he's the finally the last one. He has never been to the final till now, in a sense, right? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure everybody in that class
Okay.
has made it to the finals.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So of those All
Yeah,
Stars,
who's been an
he's
all
the
star?
last
Yeah,
one to be in that. Okay. Yeah,
yeah,
that
yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
It's making
Yeah,
sense, on it.
Yeah.
yeah. It was complicated, but one thing that I do want to mention, and I did not know this at all. Apparently, I think was it Charlotte that he was in when he got drafted, but it was, I think it was before the Clippers. Apparently, there was a triple team trade, and he was supposed to go to the Lakers and play with Kobe in 2012.
Oh wow.
And this is the first ever trade that they've vetoed. And he
Hmm.
was pissed off and he couldn't go to the Lakers.
Man, that sucks.
Wait,
His
CP3?
success was, yeah,
Yeah,
Damn.
he was supposed to play with Kobe Bryant. That would have been a great duo.
I would have.
That would have been a nasty duo.
Yeah.
And then the Clippers was a great. I feel like the Clippers were a dynasty, a really bad dynasty. They had great people on there: Blake Griffin,
Bro, fuck
It's
the
DeAndre
the
Clippers.
it's
Jordan.
the Clippers, bro.
The
They're always
Clippers,
like that.
they threw it away. It was
It's
makes no
TSM,
sense.
bro. They
TSM,
always
bro.
choke.
Yeah.
They always
They
choke.
they never won
Oh,
nothing. Honestly, I don't feel bad for them, cause you know what? Los Angeles has two damn teams. So quit your bitching about freaking the Clippers, and because y'all got the fucking Lakers too. And even though they freaking lost this year, probably next year or whenever they're probably gonna come back, and they're probably gonna have some other freaking superstar,
Yep.
like freaking Stephen Curry, that talking about that, and or
yeah.
somebody else like somebody stupid is probably gonna come to the Lakers in this offseason, and that's just
Apparently,
gonna be freaking dumb.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there's news out there that he's trying to get LeBron is trying to get Stephen Curry to sign with the Lakers. Another person in talks is Damian Lillard because he wants out of the Trailblazers.
Oh, I also saw like I'm not sure how accurate this is. I saw this like on my recommended. It was like a post on my recommended, but it
Yeah.
was from one of those like NBA channels. I don't know what. But I also saw that that the Heat and the Mavericks both want Kawhi Leonard. Um, so I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know what's gonna happen with that too. But I thought that was interesting. I just remembered that because y'all were talking about the Clippers. But yeah, so,
Interesting. This is gonna be a different off season.
yeah, yeah. Talk about the LeBron and Steph thing because I don't know what's going on with that. Do you know anything more about that?
So, not there's not much. Apparently, LeBron is trying to recruit Stephen Curry. Apparently, the office, like the Warriors office or whatever, are not worried about it. Like they're not, because they 100% know that Stephen Curry is gonna come back.
Yeah.
They're gonna give him an extension. He's
Okay.
gonna be making a lot more money with the Warriors, and they already have a solid a ground with the Clay coming back.
Yeah.
They had Draymond Wiseman, who's a young big center. They got the 7th to 14th seed or seed, and I think they got like one of the greatest shooter in this year's rookie or draft season.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any reason. I literally don't see a single reason why Steph would go to the Lakers. Like I get like what LeBron's thinking, but like
Mhm.
there's the Warriors is just like way too perfect like of a comp for Steph. Like just even
Mhm.
just him and Klay Thompson, like that's like the only dynamic duo you really ever need. Cuz like you space the floor so easily with that, and like
Mhm.
that, and then you add on Wiseman, who's like a really good up and coming rookie, and he's gonna just get better and better. And I think he can shoot too, if
Mhm.
I'm not mistaken. I think he can shoot
Yeah,
pretty
I
well
think so.
too. Um, so then you even stretch the floor even more, and like he's a good big man, so he can go into. And then you got Jeremy Green, and who's decent. He's not as good as he's supposed to
Great
be
defense
apparently.
player.
He's
No, he's a
defensive.
great. He's a great. Yeah, really good in the defense.
Okay, I haven't heard
Just
much about him,
scoring
so
wise, not the best.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's great on the
So
defense. I think he's the best in the league right now.
yeah, so I feel like that's like all you would ever really need in a good team comp. Like I have no idea if Steph does do that. I think he's an idiot, honestly.
I don't think that's a good idea for Lakers. What the Lakers need to do this
Also got
season? What happened?
I was just gonna say they also got a lottery pick this year, don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah, they
Pretty
have
sure.
that. Yeah, they do. Yeah.
All right.
Mm.
They,
Question: What? I don't know too much about NBA. What is a lottery pick though?
The lottery, the NBA lottery is picks 1 through 14. So pretty much the worst teams in the NBA. All the teams that don't make it into the playoffs are in the lottery, and pretty much what happens is they all have a chance to get the first pick of the draft or be in the top like 4 picks of the draft. So like if you're projected pick 14 of the lottery, you basically have like a point like one chance or some really small ass chance of getting into those top picks. But the higher you go, the higher the chance is that you get those top picks.
Yeah.
And then the people at the top obviously have like the highest chance. But and speaking about that, ever they started doing like this math equation for that shit, and ever since they started doing that shit is so fucking rigged. It's so dumb.
Oh,
Like before
Damn.
they used to have like little balls, like an
Mhm.
actual
like
like bingo.
yeah, bingo. I was gonna
Yeah.
say bingo.
And basically so like if they had they would put all the balls into the bingo machine, let's say the bingo roller, and if you were that 14th pick, right? If you came out, if you for I can't even think. Like
That's selected.
they would roll it, right? And then the first pick would be the first one to come out, right?
Yeah.
And the team that had the 14th pick had one ball in the machine. One.
Damn.
Bruh.
And if they came out, then that's the pick that they got. And one time that actually happened with the Magic, that they were the 14th pick, and they only had one ball and it came out as first or second or something like that.
Damn.
So yeah, that's how
just
it works,
just
or at
curious.
least how it used to work.
Just curious. Who's that number one pick for the Orlando?
I think it was Penny Hardaway actually.
Ooh, okay. Just
Yeah,
curious.
Yeah. Nah, it's
I
good.
think they had like the first or second, and then they traded down and they picked Penny.
Uh, why would they do
Yeah,
that? Okay, whatever.
That's
because
that
they
lottery
knew they were
seems
gonna get him. I'm pretty sure
it seems
Okay.
really
because they
interesting.
were
The
the
lottery
other team.
system.
I think they're setting up for him, right? They're just
Yeah,
setting up for Penny.
yeah, they traded for something, and then they knew that the team that they traded wasn't gonna pick him. So
Yeah. A lot of teams this year are making a lot of moves. I feel like the one who needs to make a lot of moves I'll give the credit to the Magic. The Magic needs to just build everything from like the office. They got to change all that. The Lakers, they got to fucking remove Kyle Kuzma. This man gotta go. I saw this funny tweet,
Take him on the Magic, bro.
and oh my.
I'll take him.
I was gonna say I was gonna say that, but I don't know if you wanted him or not. But it says Lakers forward Kyle Kuzma has won the 2020 to 21 NBA Least Contribution Award, which honors players that makes little to no difference to the team throughout the season.
Listen for a,
Uh,
listen for a bag of chips. For a bag of chips, I'll take them, bro. Real shit. Like,
This man just said
Dude.
that.
yeah,
For a
yeah.
bag
It's a
of
term.
chips.
It's a term.
Bro.
It's a
It's a
term when you trade a second round pick. It's a bag of
Yeah.
chips.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's funny. I thought it was just literally for like. I thought it was
It's
just a
funny
joke.
because he came off strong before LeBron came on, and then LeBron came and then he just started disappearing.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the crazy thing I heard.
So-
That he was really good beforehand.
So like what
Yeah.
I think it is, honestly, he's on like a superstar team when he's like just a role player. Like I think he was more than just a role player before that, right? But
Yeah.
like with LeBron on your team, with Anthony Davis on your team, like those guys are gonna like overpower, like they're gonna
Yeah.
outshine anyone on your team, you know, unless you're also a superstar, which he's not. So I feel like it's kind of understandable. And if he wants to like shine, he probably just needs to go on a new team like the Magic. So, like, if I were him, I would probably just try to get traded. Although, if he wants to be like on a championship winning team, he's gonna have to stay and just deal with it. Honestly, which
Yeah.
I think I've heard he's like okay with. Like, I think he's okay with like just being a role player. So he might end
Yeah.
up staying, but he is still gonna get ridiculed. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah,
You-
that's
But
my
yeah,
opinion.
man. We're gonna go take a small little break and we'll be right back.
So we're back, and we're gonna talk about one of my favorite things in the world, and it's anime. We're gonna talk about what's your favorite anime and favorite anime opening. So I want to hear from Chris. Chris, what's your favorite anime and favorite opening of an anime?
Okay. Well, for favorite, I'm not really a favorites person, but for anime opening, there is one that comes to mind, and it is the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure second opening, which is the Bloody Stream.
Oh my god!
So yeah, if you haven't heard that song, I mean,
Yeah,
that song is fucking lit.
I remember the first time I heard that song, and I was like, "Yep, you're right, Chris. This is fucking like crazy. This really goes in." Um, I want to say one of my favorite animes, which I'm not a guy who says I have favorite animes because I have watched over a ton of anime. I want to say around 400. I know I'm a weeb, guys. I'm a
Jesus,
weeb.
Jesus Christ.
I watched around 400 animes, and one of my favorite animes that I will hands down it is now between One Piece and Code Geass. Short anime, Code Geass. If I had to go long ass anime, One Piece all the way down.
Wait, are we still talking about openings or anime now?
And then I'm talking about my favorite, but I'm gonna talk about my what's it called, favorite opening. Favorite
Oh, okay.
opening, it has to be between it has to be between the Attack on Titan first opening ever. Not the one where it says yeah. I don't know why it was
Huh?
popping my
You cut off.
the
Yeah, you cut off. What was it again?
the Attack on Titan opening, the one he goes like, oh, it's the eagles and the bird, and yeah, I forgot what's the name of it.
I think I know which one you're talking. I think is openings like songs for like
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
the anime.
The openings.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
I'm always thinking of like how they opened.
And another one will be the one from Noragami, or the opening too. If you guys have not watched that one's really good. The song is really fantastic. The what's it called? The animated scenes for it's really, really good. I would say those two are my favorites at the moment from top of my head. But there's probably dozens of other ones that are really, really good. Not discrediting them all at all. What about you, Dylan? What do you think?
Well, first off, I'm not sure which opening you're talking about for the Attack on Titan one. Do you remember like
I
the
think
number?
it's. Oh yeah, I think
I
it's
think the way
opening.
it ended was
Well,
I think it's from the first season.
Yeah, it's Sasageo.
Oh, Sasageo.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's my
Yeah,
favorite one
Sasageo.
from Attack on
Yeah.
Titan too.
Okay, that's the second season then, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's the second season. I think that's the second season, first one. Um, so my favorite openings, I think like most of my favorite openings are from Naruto and specifically Shippuden, because there's just
Yeah.
so many bangers in there. Um, but so my favorite one is the fourth one in Shippuden. I think it's called Sign, or Peace Sign or something like that.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, I think it's Peace Sign. That one is like such a banger. But I also obviously Silhouette is obviously a good one. That's the one that
Yeah.
everyone loves.
Yeah,
That one's
16.
obviously a good one. Not my favorite one, but that one's a good one. And then the other one I think is number 6. That's the Jiraiya one, right? Um,
Sign is the Jiraiya
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Sign is number 6.
oh, Sign is the Oh,
Yeah.
no, I'm talking about the fourth one. Whatever the fourth one is, I don't remember what it's called, but the fourth one is my favorite one, and then the Jiraiya one's like probably like third. Uh, as far as like outside of Shippuden, Sasageo is obviously like a really good one. Um, Let me think. The one in One Punch Man though,
Oh
that one's a
yeah.
banger.
Mr. Caillou.
What? Is that
No,
is that
Mr.
the band name?
Caillou.
Mr. Caillou.
Caillou.
Oh,
No,
Caillou.
no.
Caillou.
Yeah, he just
Caillou.
when
Oh,
Michael,
it's
Oh,
Caillou.
I
Michael.
see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't like
Caillou.
make it look like. Yeah, go on.
He does look like Caillou. Yeah, that one's a banger, and then also the first one in Vinland Saga, is a banger, even
Yo.
though. Even though I absolutely hated the ending for Vinland Saga,
It's just a
um,
prologue, dude. But-
I don't give a shit. I could talk about how much I hate that anime now. Even though the animation was like impeccable, even though the fights were amazing, just that fucking the last like 10 minutes of that last episode make me hate the entire show forever, and I'm never going to watch the second one. I don't care how good everyone says it is. I'm never watching it. I don't give a shit. They completely fucked it up. Anyways, my rant is over. Anyways, outside of that, um, outside of that, I'm not really. I think that's it for me. If I think of any more, I'll speak up.
Speaking
But hmm?
speaking of Naruto intros, like there's so many damn good ones. And
Yeah.
even the endings. I think have you listened to like a lot of the ending, Dylan?
I know the ones you've sent me. Um,
Yeah.
a lot of them are
Like
really
there are
good.
some of them are so good. And then I mean, but for intros, like in Naruto, just Naruto. The fifth opening of the regular Naruto,
We are fighter
the
ones?
huh?
We are
No.
fighter.
That one's the one before that one. I mean, that one's good too, but the one after, the one where it's like where it has like the guitar riff and it's like yellow. and that's the one that they use when they're chasing after Sasuke.
Yeah.
That one, out of all the Naruto intros, that one's probably my favorite.
Yo, yeah.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
And then the fifth one of regular regular of Naruto Shippuden. Also, I really like that song. That's the one that goes like sha la la blah 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 blah. That one I really like that one.
Not my favorite.
This man just doesn't like any of the songs that have women singers. I swear to
Okay,
God.
okay. Just for Shippuden. Just for Shippuden. I do like some that have female singers. Like in My Hero. The one I know there's one that has a female singer and I like that one. Um
Which
My Hero
My
maybe
Hero
it's not in My Hero, but I know
is that Demon
there's a
Slayer?
song
Demon
that
Slayer.
is
has
a demon. I mean,
Demon Slayer
yeah, but he
has
likes the Demon Slayer one.
life. Lisa, like what's her name? Lisa, I think.
no.
Lisa.
Oh no. Actually no. It's in Sword Art actually. And I've never even seen
Oh,
Sword Art.
yes,
I like
Lisa.
that.
That's
Yeah,
her.
that one's
Lisa.
Lisa. Yeah, that one's Lisa. I don't like the Demon Slayer one. I like the Sword
That's
Art one.
also Lisa.
That's also Lisa.
I know it's Lisa. I'm
Oh,
saying
okay.
I'm saying it's not the Demon Slayer one. I'm saying it's a Lisa song, but it's the Sword
Uh,
Art one.
I
I
think I
do
know.
like that song from her. So it's just for Shippuden that I just don't like any of the female vocalists on. Um, and it's because like they're like pretty much all of them are like down tempo and like I'm used to like the very high tempo like high adrenaline um, openings in Shippuden and I like those a lot better. So
I mean,
yeah.
for me, like I also really like Diver, which is I think number 8 of
Mm,
Naruto Shippuden,
mm,
where and opening I think 17, where it's one of the filler openings, and for Diver, they both really have very meaningful uh like animations.
Imagery, yeah.
Yeah, and in Diver specifically, it's like Naruto and Sasuke, where you see like Naruto like falling into darkness, and then he gets pushed up by all his friends, his
Oh,
mentors, and all that, and then he
yeah.
gets launched like into the air, and then he sees
Yeah.
Sasuke drowning, and then he tries to save Sasuke, like that one,
Yeah, that
like
one's a good
that
one.
one, and with the song especially, like that one's I love that one. And then the other one, the 17th intro, it's a really slow and kind of like depressing song, but it makes sense with the intro if you think of it like this, where it's the one where they're like where they have like that little orb thing, and it like keeps showing up in all the animations. And if you look closely at that video, you'd see that the little orb thing kind of represents like dreams or hopes, and your I guess like love, or however you think of it.
yeah.
And you could see that Naruto chases after it. Meanwhile Sasuke tries to destroy it and run away from it. And then you see Sakura crying over Sasuke's like little thing, and then you see all the dead people trying to save the little orb, and you see, and then it like changes, and then it's like all the alive people trying to also save the orb, and then you see kind of like Madara grab his orb, and then you see him get killed by Kazuya, because
Yeah.
she like kills him in the actual like in the actual show.
Anime. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that intro is like super meaningful, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I get the like liking the imagery. I just like it's just the tempo like on those songs. Like it just going from like Silhouette uh and Sign and like all these other like really high tempo like really exciting ones like to those when like I'm thinking of like Naruto, I'm thinking like high octane like fighting and shit. Like um and yeah, there's like sad moments too. But like like when I'm thinking about an intro, I think about like high octane type shit. You know, most of the time I don't like the slow tempo ones. But I can see what you're saying with like the imagery and shit. I do like the imagery in both of those actually.
What about you, Andy?
Well, so for me, I think one that, and I was just thinking about it, and not a lot of you guys didn't say it. Air Gear.
Oh
I
my
think I
god.
remember a little bit, but I think it's so good.
I
It's
didn't see
called
that.
I
Shane. Chains.
Air Gear is such a great anime. I like the opening, and I wish they continued it. Another one that I like, other than Attack on Titans and like Naruto, I think it was. And now realizing when you guys talk about the openings, I realize I don't focus much on the openings of animes. I usually skip it and just focus on the anime. So I definitely feel really bad about not even listening
So
to them.
so
Yeah.
like what I do is like I'll listen to it once. I'll give it like one chance, and
Mhm.
maybe two chances if I'm like not sure. Then if I don't like it, I'll just skip it every single time until there's a new one.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I just listen to it until I get bored of it.
Yeah.
Other
I
than
I
that, like,
usually
go for
yeah,
I
it,
go
go
for
for
usually
it.
just listen to them. Like I usually just leave them unless it's one that I really like dislike. Like I'll listen to it a few times, like, and I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Like I'll give it a good couple episodes, and if I still really don't like it, then I'll skip it. But if I like, for example, like the for one that I don't even like love, like let's say like I don't know, the first one on Naruto Shippuden, right? That song is like okay. It's like the heroes come back, like the rap one.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
even though like that one is like not my favorite, it's like not a lot of people like it, but for me it's not one of my favorites. But even though I
Yeah.
didn't dislike it, I'll watch it like every time that it comes on because that's just kind of how I do it. I always watch them.
yeah.
Yeah. For me, I would literally do like Dylan does. I will watch the opening once, and one thing I learned about openings, they can spoil you. So I literally watch it once, hear the song, da da da. After that, I will skip because I love binge watching the anime. So I'll skip every intro. I know it's wrong as an anime fan to skip intros, but once you hear it once and you rather skip and go to the next episode, or sometimes I'll listen to it a lot. Especially, I
Mhm.
remember starting what's it called, Black Clover. I was like, oh, the intros they're pretty okay, but when they got to the third opening, which is called Black Clover, that intro goes so hard on the song, the animation, the thing, telling like a story throughout the whole entire freaking thing, through the whole entire opening, and I was like, yo,
Is that
this
the meme one?
that no, that's not Black Clover. Black Clover is the one where
No, no, no. I know what
oh,
anime.
but
I'm talking about the song. Is that the meme, the one that's used like a lot in the memes?
the memes. Which memes though? Which one are you
Like
talking
just
about?
anime, like just anime memes.
Nah,
Like
I don't think so. The only
oh,
meme
okay.
they've ever made about him is how the main character, the voice actor, screamed a lot. Like at the
No,
beginning,
no, no. You know what I mean. Like where it's like silhouette where they play it like for everything considering anime. You know which one I'm talking about?
no, you gotta reference it.
It's like the one where it's like I seen the intro and it's like black and it has like the guy with like wings or whatever. You know which one I'm talking about?
No, I don't remember. From my top of my head, I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay, well then I'll just have to see it later.
Yeah, because I know that Black Clover when it started out, a lot of people hated the voice actor because he was like very obnoxiously loud. He would talk mad loud, and you couldn't get used to his voice acting because I think he was like a new voice actor, and people couldn't get into his voice because he was just screaming and screeching a lot, and basically it felt like he was throwing a tantrum every 3 seconds. And
For
after
the
a while,
Japanese even?
yeah, even for the Japanese and English sub. And after a while, you start getting into it. Like it's like kind of like a slow build up, and you start. A lot of people compare it to Naruto because the guy was like, "Oh, I want to be the Wizard King," because the world is about magic and stuff like that. But he was born with no magic, but he still want to be the Wizard King. And a bunch of people were telling him, "Oh." A bunch of people were comparing it to Naruto because Naruto was basically born into like no family and stuff like that, and he want to be like, I want to be Hokage, da da da. And this guy says, "Oh, I want to be the Wizard King," and like, oh, Naruto comparison right there. Naruto comparison. But the thing is, after you watch it after a while, it starts building a different world where you're like, okay, I can kind of see the comparison between Naruto, but they do it more a little bit better in the sense of where they don't like reinforce that comparison. They don't go like, okay, yeah, we technically kind of stole this idea from Naruto of like, I want to be Hokage. My best friend, his best friend doesn't like basically betray him, doesn't become a traitor, nothing like that. His best friend's right next, always like, okay, they're rivals. They both want to become the Wizard King. And Naruto just want to be Hokage and had to go all out of his way to rescue Sasuke. So
That
that's
sounds like My Hero. It sounds more like My Hero Academia than anything other than Naruto.
how.
A lot of the things you're comparing it. You saying it doesn't even sound like Naruto. It sounds more like My Hero Academia.
But like, how does it sound like My Hero Academia though?
Because
No
you're
powers.
saying, yeah, no powers. He wants to be the best hero. Whatever. His friend, they're like rivals and
Well,
stuff like that.
it took a while for Bakugo to realize that he was his rival. It took literally a while for Bakugo to be like, yeah,
Yeah.
like we're
Yeah, it was a
technically
Vegeta head
rivals.
ass.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
Bakugo's not Vegeta head ass. It took him a while to like, yeah, I guess. Like they fought it out and like da, 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 da. Okay, I guess we're technically rivals. We're gonna still I'm still gonna insult your ass, but we're still rivals. And he's looking out for him and stuff like that. But it's I feel like when it comes to shonen, I watch so many shonen animes where you can kind of tell that it's pretty hard to be unique now. It's pretty
Yeah.
hard to be a unique anime or a unique shonen jump show because there's so many things that it feels like it's overwritten, it's all already overdone, and you're like, how are they gonna like top what happened on this other anime? And it's
Yeah.
just you just try and see if they can top each other out.
Well,
Yeah. Go on.
I mean, technically, you can say that like nobody's technically creative because everyone takes something from someone,
Mm,
which is kind of just like a technical. But I definitely see what you're saying. Like this shonen like genre is just like so hard to um, build on and like be unique in, I guess. But I mean, I feel like my kind of to my point like that I made first, like of like no one's really creative. I mean everyone's taken like every like dark swordsman you've ever seen in an anime is taken from Berserk,
Oro.
right? Like that's like such a like such a common like trope. Like I mean, you can say the same thing for like normal movies. I mean, there's things that we call cliche, which are just tropes that like other are from like a bunch of different movies. So like I think that's just kind of like a common problem just like in any entertainment. Like it's very hard to be unique, and like normally when you the way people become or like make something unique is when they put like two completely different things together and
yeah.
make something new. So I think until someone does that, we're not going to see any new
Yeah,
completely unique shonen.
like
For
we're not.
me,
Yo,
yeah.
go for it, Nick. Go for it.
For me, like I don't watch that much animes, and I feel like I watch a lot of variety of animes, but they're kind of like almost the same. I recently saw Demon Slayer, and I don't know if I haven't seen an anime in a long time, but I haven't. It felt kind of unique in a sense
I
compared to
can I
what
can
I've
speak to
seen.
that. I can speak to that. So okay, okay. So I don't know if you guys could tell, but I got really excited because Demon Slayer is my favorite anime of all time. So the reason I think it feels unique to you is the way they write the enemies,
Yeah,
and how they do it is, it's kind of like what the Last of Us 2 tried to do, but they failed miserably, and
Mhm.
it's they make you care for whoever they kill, and they do it by telling their backstory. And they do it kind of early because they
Yeah.
like build it up, build it up, build it up, and then in the end they give you the full thing, and then you're just in tears, and you're just like, bro, that dude had to die. Like he just wanted to see his dad, or he just wanted
Yeah.
approval, like stuff like that. It's so good because like I don't know, there's something that like is like it's just so like it brings out so much emotion when you can feel something
Mhm.
for a bad guy, you know, because like for one it
They
like
did
blurs
really
the
good with that.
lines. Yeah, yeah. For one, it like blurs the lines. Two, you feel emotion for the good guy and the bad guy now, so you're feeling two different types of emotions, and
Mhm.
it's just good things all around. Like I can't say enough about that anime, bro. I could go on for days on Demon Slayer, bro. It's so good for so many
Yeah.
different fucking reasons, man. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway,
Well,
sorry, Andy.
you-
No, it was good. No,
I just had to talk about it, bro, because I love it so much.
I know Michael wants to say
you're
something.
talking about backstory, how they build it up, and all I'm thinking in my head, like, yeah, Demon Slayer was fucking amazing. I love Demon Slayer, how they build that up, and how
Mhm.
the character has so much empathy towards, like, even if it was like another demon, and I was like,
Mhm.
Mhm.
that is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And while you were hyping that shit up, all I thought about was One Piece, because in One Piece they build up I from what Kristen has seen so far, they build up such fucking backstories where you feel like the fuck is this fucking writer going through that he wrote this backstory? Like it's so sad, so much emotion, so much build up, and you feel like now kind of fully understand why are we here in this point of the story, and just seeing that comparison now I can see why also how good you need to write a good backstory to make also a good show. Because like on Demon Slayer, how like yeah he doesn't go aimlessly killing demons, there's a backstory to it. Why
Yeah.
is he there? It's not he's not there just because he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
He's there because for more bigger things than or something different from what you thought. And it
Mhm.
just hits you. It's like, oh fuck, that is insane. I never thought about it that way. And it,
Yeah.
probably we don't think about it that way is because we don't see as much of that because it takes more time to develop. It takes more time to
Yeah.
go that different route. And it's just crazy like how anime or any type of entertainment does that to you and you get very emotional about it. It's
Mhm.
just like you feel that intense feeling, you feel that hype, you feel that sadness.
Yeah.
It's just insane.
Yeah.
The
Oh, go ahead.
only anime that has actually made me cry is Code Geass when he died, or like when that shit happened.
You're
Man,
I was
lying.
spoiler,
in
bro.
tears.
You're lying.
Spoiler,
No,
bro.
Yeah. Spoiler too.
It's
I
and
don't care. It's sad. No, but it made me cry so much. I was just like, oh,
How did De-
no.
How did Demon Slayer not make you cry? Fuck you.
To be
Didn't
honest,
make
look,
me
look.
cry either.
It made
Fuck
me
you
like
too.
I think it was some scenes where like
I'm just kidding.
I don't know, but the movie was I think the movie was outstanding. I the fight scene I feel like the first Hero Academia like was a lot better than the fight scene in my opinion. But I like how uh he just kept killing himself to come back, and
That
like
was a good
that
part.
willpower, that like there's not a lot of things that makes me like what the fuck, like
Yeah.
that got me shocked. Like I was like, oh my god. And how he heard his father's talking to him was like, you know what you have to
Yeah.
do, fucking cut something, you
Yeah.
know. I thought it was his heart, but no, it was just his whole like head. And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
And just how everybody praised, like the part that got me emotional was when this guy was dying and he praised them for I believe that you can, you know, help your sister out and just change the whole perspective of demons and stuff like that. That made me like I got choked up on that a little bit, but it didn't make me
So
fully cry.
so for me it
yeah.
was the opposite, bro. So Demon Slayer, like the actual season, I cried on like so many different episodes. It's like insane. I've never cried that many times in like succession of like watching episodes. But then for
Oh,
the
Yeah.
movie, I didn't feel anything, bro. Because like I hated the fact that they didn't do like the enemy the same way as the season did. Like I that part kind of pissed me off. I even asked Chris. I was like, so are they just not doing it that way anymore? And he was
No,
like,
they
no.
do.
Yeah, yeah, and you said yeah they do, but I think you said like they just like kind of made like one tiny they pulled a what's it called, they pulled a Hobbit where they made like one tiny part of the story into an entire movie. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so so yeah, like that's why I was like the animation was good, the story itself was fine. It didn't make me cry though. I didn't feel that same emotion. It was still good though, um, but yeah, I was the opposite, man. Like I felt way more on the season than I did the movie. So that kind of
Yeah.
pissed me off. But it was still good. It was still good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Coming
Uh,
from uh me,
yeah.
like I seen or I only cried. I actually I didn't cry. I almost cried in the movie when Rengoku died. And even though I knew it was coming, just because I have read the entire manga, like I know everything that's gonna happen. I know all of it, and I knew that he was gonna die. I was like I was messing with these two because we went to see the movie.
Yeah, I remember.
Like, cause I always do that. Like, I always mess with people with spoilers and stuff. But I don't actually tell spoilers. But uh, and even though I knew it was coming, I like playing the goddamn freaking OST, the Tanjiro OST, and seeing him just fucking keep trying, even though he's obviously gonna fucking die. Is just like, bruh. Like, I didn't cry, but I was about to.
Yeah, me too. Me
Like
too.
this man is really fucking out here, bro.
Yeah,
bro,
It was good. It was
bro,
definitely. I
and
enjoyed it.
yeah.
I just
Knowing
couldn't wait for the interaction when that guy who made his swords and told his ass, "Why the fuck you lost my sword again?"
Oh my god,
trust
that
me,
was funny.
uh, knowing what's gonna happen, that you'll definitely be seeing that, and for y'all, like you definitely will get more of the humanization
I
of the
guess.
villains.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Which I'm excited about
Yeah.
because that was my favorite
Yeah,
part
me
about
too.
Demon Slayer.
and the new season, the season 2, it's gonna be with the guy with the two swords,
Yeah,
uh,
Oh yeah.
and they're gonna fight. I think that fight is gonna be very very entertaining,
It's
and it's gonna be pretty crazy. Like one that want to see that animated.
it's
Wait,
I
not
feel
as
who?
like,
good.
huh?
The guy with the double swords and who else?
Is the so you know how like Rengoku was like the guy who like kind of like he's like one of the big boss guys like of the Demon Slayers, and he was helping the main characters.
Yeah.
The guy, the double swords guy is gonna be like the same deal. Like he's
He.
like one of the boss dudes like the Demon Slayers. Like
Yeah.
I think
and yeah.
I,
What
I
were you
I
saying?
think I think he was asking about the villain because I think he knew about the. Is
they're
that is
all
that
talking
correct?
about.
Were you asking about the villain,
No.
Andrew?
No, not the villain
Oh, okay.
exactly. It was just like the guy with the swords, and I heard somebody else was fighting.
Uh, I don't know because it depends on how much they show in the second season.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But they're definitely gonna show that whole fight, which will surprise me if they make that just the second season.
Yeah.
Like so like that whole fight, like if they make that the second season, I'll be really surprised. But after that fight, if I'm remembering correctly, there should be like a whole situation that I don't really want to spoil, but that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And my guess is that they would do that fight with the two sword guy, and then the next arc as
There's some
well in that second season, and
Mhm.
then make a third season, which is going to be the finale like of the show.
Mhm.
But in that second season, if they do how I said, uh, there's gonna be a lot of fighting, a lot of fighting.
Good.
Yeah, which is great. I love it. That's what I'm there for anime for.
It's getting animated by Ufotable, one of the best studios for animation wise and fighting scenes. It's gonna be a really, really good one for the next 2 seasons that comes out for
Did
Demon Slayer.
did Ufotable do Vinland Saga,
I
or was that
don't
Mappa?
think so. Let me check.
I think they did. They either did 91 Days or Vinland Saga, because it was one that I,
Who
I recently saw.
who did Super and the movie Broly?
Uh,
That
Super
one.
It's
was by
just
Toei
Funimation.
Animation. No,
Yeah,
Animation.
for what's it called? For Vinland Saga was Wit Studio. Wit
Oh,
Studio was the
wait.
one who
Toei.
made the first two or first 3 seasons of Attack on Titan.
Right.
So they're the same thing.
Yeah.
For Dragon Ball, it's Toei Animation. Toei Animation has been fucking picking up the slacks and have not picking up the slacks.
A new art style.
They're bringing up the good art style, bringing the good fucking animation. No spoilers at all, but like the latest episodes of One Piece has shown us how fucking much they can do with the animation. How like if the next Dragon Ball Z movie comes out, that shit's gonna be hopefully in my eyes, based on how they've been doing the episodes for One Piece, it's gonna be a god tier animated freaking Dragon Ball Z movie. And if
Yeah.
I'm just hype. I'm just hyped about it just because I know the fights are gonna be intense with this god tier animation. And I heard from every time I hear what's it called Chris tell me I want to get to Wano just because I want to see the art style. I want to get to Wano just because I want to see the art style.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
So like you seen Broly, right? Andy?
yeah. I've seen Broly. Yeah,
So in the latest arc of One Piece, it's not a movie and it's like episodes, of course, and it
yeah,
uses that same art style as Broly, like throughout the
uh,
entire arc.
yeah, yeah.
And the animation that they use is pretty much on par with the movie. And like it's incredible. It's like it's very simplified, but
Hmm.
at the same time it's I don't even have words for it. Like I've only seen of Wano on my TikTok, and I like skipped them because obviously I haven't gotten a Wano. I'm still watching One Piece,
Yeah,
like episode like 300 something. I'm on Thriller Bark, but seeing those clips makes me want to keep watching One Piece just to get to that arc and see that animation and hopefully see it in Dragon Ball sometime in the near future. Cuz seeing that in Dragon Ball, like even regular Dragon Ball, not even in the movie, like regular Dragon Ball,
yeah,
and to think if they went even as far as to remake Dragon Ball, like remake it, not remaster it, remake it in that art style, that would be fucking insane. Like that would instantly make it like my favorite anime ever. Like even just because of that animation, not even because it's
yeah.
Dragon Ball. On
Not bad.
like
Yeah, nah. I like the animation for that. The Broly movie was great. I love the animation, the fighting for it. One Piece, I'll probably hold on that because that's like 900 and something episodes. I'm not about to catch up on, but hey, if you're down to watch 900 episodes just to get to that part, fuck it, right? But yeah, man. You guys want to get down to the questions again before we end the podcast?
sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Bro,
I
Let's do
no,
it, bro.
no. Let's do it.
I got two questions for you guys again. If you guys could ask your future self from the year 2050 one question, what would it be?
Did I get
One
laid?
question.
Damn, you
No,
sound
I'm just
so
kidding.
sad.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
I
I
have
know
a,
what I would
I
ask.
I have a mean question. Actually, no,
Oh
it's not
god.
even a question. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say it. It's not a question.
I got my question.
Go for it. I want
And
to hear your
I
question.
have I and for me is I have a lot of standards for myself. Very high standards and shit. My question would be, did I make it where I wanted to go? was I able to help a lot of people in the process of making it? That would just be it for me. I want to know if I was able to manifest what I want in life, and if I was able to make it there.
Hmm.
That's my question.
Well,
What about you guys? Yeah.
my question, the big brain question, would be who are all the winners from this year until that year of every playoffs and every Super Bowl? That's what I would ask
What a
myself.
Make yourself do
guy!
some research, bro.
Yep.
Shit, damn, he would not like you. Oh
Um,
man. What about you, Dylan?
uh,
Are you gonna
Um,
stick with yours, or are you gonna make a new one?
no, I'm gonna make a new one. Um, I mean, yeah, it would probably be like along the lines of like, am I okay? Like, where am I at in life? You know, like,
Yeah.
uh, that would probably be like the serious answer. Um,
Mm.
it would be either that or am I dead yet? like,
Am
like,
I dead yet?
yeah,
for
What
one of the
about
me,
you,
two.
Michael?
yeah, for me would be like, and a serious question, it'll be like, along the way, were you able to find where were you looking for? Are you happy now? Did you
Oh, let's
regret
go.
anything? What did you regret anything that you did throughout the whole entire past?
Or
Or most,
didn't do?
yeah. And then one of the meme questions I would say, how the fuck are we still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? No, no, no. The serious question is, what's the price of the gas?
Yo,
That's the real question. The
that's a good question,
the the next question that I got, and I feel like it's just not even a good question at this point. Would you accept a $30,000 week job offer where you get paid to sit in a pitch black room and do nothing for 8 hours a day?
Yes.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah.
I'll take a nap. My naps are eight
Yeah.
hours, bro.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's thirty
Oh yeah.
thousand dollars a week.
Yeah.
Shit,
That's
I
not really
mostly
a
do that.
downside.
Wait,
I
sit
know,
down?
and
Like,
with this group, like it's kind of an easy answer,
yeah,
but
bro, bro, 8 hours? I could go for six.
nah, I'll be playing with my thumbs and shit. I don't know. I don't know what to do in those 8 hours, but I'll be sleeping for like 8 hours. It's a shift. It's a great way to do it, man. Do you guys want another
Oh,
question? Do you
true.
guys want to end?
You could just be awake. You could just be awake, and then when you go into
Yeah,
work, you just fall asleep.
yeah, and they
Yeah.
just get paid. That's
Yeah.
it, bro. That's it. Do you
That's the
guys
answer,
want
bro.
another question, or
Yeah. What's another
do you guys?
question?
Yeah, we can keep going.
Yeah, that's another question.
Ooh, actually, ooh,
We're doing good on time, so we can
I,
keep going.
I, 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 I like this one a lot. Would you rather be a deep sea diver or astronaut?
Damn,
Astronaut.
Yo, yeah,
Deep sea divers
astronaut,
are
bro.
scary, bro.
Bro,
astronaut. Can't
bro, the
can't
things
do.
I've seen on the internet about the deep sea, bro, I'm never going down there, bro. Fuck
That
that,
Hell
shit's
yeah.
bro.
scary,
Fuck
bro.
that, bro.
That is
Fuck
scary,
that.
bro. Nature is
Astronaut all the
scary.
way.
Bro,
Like,
I'll take my
Nah,
chances with
bro.
astronaut.
Bro,
Freaking deep
yeah.
sea, man.
you know they're like jellyfish that are as big as freaking like elephants and shit, bro.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah,
Fuck that, bro. Fuck that.
what are they called? Like tendrils? Their tendrils
No.
are freaking tall,
Yeah.
like so tall, bro. Like, oh my gosh, yeah, no.
Oh, I
The
have.
thing is, we know more about space than we know about the ocean, which is so scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, about the deep
And
ocean, yeah.
yeah, it's insane. It's insane because it's on Earth with us, and we don't know much of it, but we know what's outside of us.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck that.
Yo, I have a
Is there any
question.
shit up there?
One right
Yeah.
now. I have a
What about you,
question.
Michael?
Bunch of dust
For me, if you start,
from the aliens.
I rather go to be an astronaut just for the sole reason, like, just like how Dylan said, there's so much shit that we don't know about the sea, and how many videos out there about the deep sea, and that shit scares the fucking living shit out of me. That shit is, I can't. I don't. I'll take my chances with being an
Mhm.
astronaut. Take me to the moon. Like, take me to the moon. Leave me there. But never take me to the deep undersea, bro. Never.
You probably
That's
see Roman
facts.
up there. Family.
Family cut. Family cut. They're shooting
Family,
Uh,
uh,
Fast and Furious 2020 over there.
I believe it. But yeah, man. I hope you guys, we're gonna call it an episode here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Um, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. So you can listen to us anywhere. And I hope you guys enjoyed. You guys got anything else to say?
I give Fast and Furious a family out of 10.
The out of 10. Oh my god. That's
Trey Young should have been drafted to Magic.
And
That's
whiskey
what
and
I
hand
gotta say.
sanitizer.
yeah. Whiskey with
What
water.
about you, Michael?
Whiskey with was whiskey with water, right? Put some whiskey
Ah.
with
Yeah.
water.
Well, yeah, to make it not taste like hand sanitizer,
Yeah.
but it is hand sanitizer. So
Nah, Kuzma to the Magics.
Who's
I'll take it. I'll take it.
that should happen. That should honestly happen.